Re de Francia Tracy Hatania Launa Lavrava Lautra Cusia La más chica de ellas, pastita lavrando, lavrando. Sueño le caía. Su madre que la veía, le quería, no más mi madre, ni maravilla. Un sueño me soñaba, bien y alegría, sueño va soñaba. Yo volo saltaría. M'abrí a la puerta, vine la luna entera, m'abrí a la ventana, vine la estrella Diana. M'aprí al pozo, vine un pilar d'oro con tres pajaricos picando el oro. La luna entera es la tu suegra, la estrella Diana es la tu cuñada. Los tres pajaricos son tus cuñadicos y el pilar d'oro. El hijo del rey tu novio. Welcome to The Wandering Bard. I'm Jeremy Grafe. Nice to see everybody. I made the decision over the weekend to come home for the week, since home is not that far away from Connecticut as to be prohibitive. So tonight the theme is stuff that I'm working on and I hope to add before the end of the run at Robin Hood's Fair in Harwinton, Connecticut. Many of you know I've been performing at Harwinton Robin Hood's Fair for the last 2 weekends, and I've been having a blast. It's gorgeous country, despite the fact that Connecticut tried to revive winter for the first weekend, and then last week Canada caught on fire, which had impact on everyone else. So hopefully the fires get under control, not merely to keep the pollution away from everyone else, but so that Canada is safe. Anyway, I've been having a blast at Robin Hood's Fair. I've been having a great time meeting friends. I got to meet Matt in real life, which was great. And it's been really cool getting a chance to share the stage with the Jackdaws and hang out with Harper and the Minstrel and Erica the Harpist. And it's been a really, really good time. So I hope any of you who are near can make it. If you haven't already, give the channel a follow and share. This is posting on a couple of different platforms tonight. So wherever you are, whether you are right here in Twitch, or you're on Facebook, or you are on YouTube, any of those three platforms, please share. It's always good to meet new friends, especially if you're new tonight, if you're new to the channel, or even if you're coming back after a while, please say hi. It's always nice to see where people are tuning in from. So, yeah, do say hi. I actually, oh, good morning, Judith. I've got a bunch of songs that I've been working on for the last few weeks. And so I'm really excited about this next bit. I first heard Owen Fife singing this song. And it's such a gorgeous melody, and I love the groove of this song. But I always felt that it needed a bit more. It's the story of Daphne, and she was a nymph who the god Apollo took a desire to and pursued her, even though she was obviously not interested. She was sworn to Athena, and as part of that oath, she took a solemn oath of virginity and was not interested in Apollo's advances. And as she fled, Apollo was all the more determined, and ultimately, Daphne calls on her father, the river god, Peneus, and his way of helping her was to turn her into a laurel tree, which doesn't really seem that helpful, but if that's all he could do to save his daughter in her hour of need. Anyway, the oldest version of this song, I'm only aware of 2 verses, and I don't feel like it's, I don't know, condemning enough of Apollo. So I wrote a 3rd verse. If for nothing else, then to maybe give Daphne her due, as something other than an object of desire for Apollo. Someone who, like, well, no means no. And that should be enough, regardless of what her other commitments are. Anyway. When Daphne from fair Phoebus did fly, the west wind most sweetly did blow in her face. Her silken scarf scarce sheltered her eyes. The god cried, "Oh pity," and held her in chase. "Stay, nymph, stay," cried Apollo, "tarry and turn thee, sweet nymph, stay. Lion or tiger doth thee follow, turn thy fair eyes and look this way. Oh, turn, oh pretty sweet, and let our red lips meet. Pity, oh Daphne, pity, pity. Pity, oh Daphne, pity me." She gave no ear unto his cry, but still did neglect him the more he did moan. Though he did entreat, she still did deny, and earnestly prayed him to leave her alone. "Never, never," cried Apollo, "unless to love me thou wilt consent. And still with my voice so hollow, I'll cry to thee while life be spent. Prove if thou turn to me for some felicity. Pity, oh Daphne, pity, pity. she fled, he'd not be denied. Apollo pursued her to desperate end. She raised a plea in exhausted cry, Father, deliver me from Phoebus' hand. Help me keep my oath to Diana, unsullied by either God or man. Take me away from grasping suitor, who will not favor with my consent. River God's power unleashed, change her to laurel tree. Pity for Daphne, pity, pity. Pity for Daphne, pity. Pity for Daphne, pity, pity. Pity for Daphne, laurel tree. Yeah, Matt, you're right. The Bernini sculpture was my first exposure to it too. Gorgeous sculpture, but I've been thinking ever since that moment in art history too. You know, how miserable some of those stories really are. I mean, Apollo's actually much less offensive than Zeus. We have a hand raised.
I forgot my mic.
All right.
But Oak and Raven says that they hear echoes of Greensleeves.
Yeah, there are really there are some similar bits in the melodies, and they're undoubtedly there. So good ear, Oak and Raven. Also, Oak and Raven sent us these delightful pendants, and thank you for these. These are actually from a Ukrainian silversmith. And we are very grateful to give them a home here with us. And it's been a really hard week for our friends in Ukraine. So, oh, I have to go like this?
Away from the...
They're really beautiful.
Yeah, we don't have a close-up.
Unfortunately, not tonight. But we are very grateful to have them. So thank you, Oak and Raven.
Yes, thank you. Does she know what stone it is, by any chance?
Oh yeah. Do you happen to know what stone they are? Because we're not.
I can't read the writing. I thought maybe you can, out of just like a.
Yes, neither of us speak Ukrainian, unfortunately.
Is it safe if I just go get my microphone?
I don't know. Is it?
Can you play without me?
I can play without you.
Survive?
Can you? There may or may not be antics occurring behind the bar tonight.
Play a song.
So, yeah, I've been working on trying to expand repertoire, and part of what I've been very deliberate in trying to do, Owen Fife gave us such a wonderful bequest of song repertoire. And so many of those songs, I just don't hear anyone performing. And last year, when Michael and I were busking at Penzik, this next song was requested quite a bit, actually. And at the time, I had started learning it, but I didn't really feel entirely confident, and so wasn't playing it live. I think this has shown up a couple times on the live stream, but tonight is hopefully going to be a better showing. So it's interesting, something that I've been thinking about a lot with many of these old songs. A lot of these songs from the Middle Ages or the Renaissance have been with us for centuries, some almost 1,000 years and some even more. And I think at one point when I was much, much younger, I may have thought that people thought differently or felt differently in the Middle Ages. But I think what these songs really prove, there might be some different specifics, but a lot of those accidentals, when you take those away, we're still people who feel love and longing, and we can change the pronouns, and maybe the specific situation isn't us, but we can relate to being in a situation that's utterly untenable. And one of the things that I love about S-Varb, which some of you might know as Elsaline, is the final stanza. And the song is about a young man who falls in love with a princess, and of course it can't work because they live in two different worlds. And it ends with these words, and I'll give the translation. Have hope that time will end this. Have hope that fortune will change. Have hope that all else will fall into place, beloved Elsaline. And I think that's a good hope to have. Even if things don't get better in our own time, if we show up and we do the work eventually, maybe they will for somebody else further on. Es war ein schöner Jüngling über ein breiten See, eines Königes Tochter nach Leid gejagt ihm weh. Ach, Elsaline, liebes Elsaline mein, wie gern war ich bei dir. So seins weit tiefer Wasser, wo zwischen dir und mir, das bringt mir großen Schmerzen, Herz allerliebste Zell. Red ich von ganzem Herzen, hab's für groß ungefähr. Auf Zeit wird es wohl enden, auf Glück wird kommen drein. Sie gehen auswärts verwenden, herzliebstes Elsaline.
Hey, that was quite beautiful.
Oh, you like that one?
I do. And I got my mic. And funny story was I went all the way upstairs thinking it was upstairs. It was right here. Right here in the dining room.
Guess who rolled a 1 on their observation roll?
Oh, yeah. The observation roll tonight's been really terrible. Like when I was setting up the stage for Jeremy, I couldn't find the other mic, which is also right here in the dining room.
What she doesn't know is
Whoa.
I hit all of the microphones with an invisibility spell. So
I think it's just I'm just very distracted because Jeremy's home. It's very exciting. Woohoo!
she wasn't expecting that.
No, it wasn't in the plan, the brochure.
Well,
But here he is, and everybody's really excited to see you, I can tell. So,
I'm happy to be here.
yay!
So, yeah, I've been really excited to actually get to play in front of people. And this weekend, since the weather was gorgeous, it was perfect. The weather was in the 70s, the sun was out, and people were out. It was great. The audiences kind of drifted in, and we had a really good time. And I don't know if I'm going to keep doing it like this quite the same way every weekend, but this weekend I was playing around with, where do you want to go next? We could go to Spain, we could go to France, we could go to England, and we had kind of a blast. So I kind of want to add more stuff because I realize that I'm a little light in some countries, and some of what I'm going to play tonight is hopefully going to address that. But I don't really have a lack of English ballads, but this is one that I've wanted to add for a while, but I found this song to be very challenging. So I think I found a version that I like. Now it's just a matter of, getting it to stick so that I feel like I'm confident playing this on a festival day in front of folks. It's easy enough to hang out in the Wandering Bard and share stuff because, I can have a chart here and we're all kind of low key. But anyway, here is another song that I've got back in the R&D kitchen right now, shall we say. Go bid the needle his dear north forsake, to which with trembling reverence it doth bend. Go bid the stone a journey upward make, go bid the ambitious flame no more to ascend, and when false to their own notions prove, then shall I seize thee, and thee alone to love. You who men's fortunes in their faces read, to find out mine look not, alas, on me, but mark her face and all the features heed, for only there is writ my destiny. Or if stars show it, gaze not on the skies, but study the astrology of her eyes. If thou find their kind and propitious rays, what Mars and Saturn threaten, I'll not fear. Perchance it be the fate of mortal days is writ in heaven, but oh, my heaven is here. What can men learn from stars they scarce can see? Two great lights rule well the world and her to me.
Yay!
That's My Fate by Abraham Crowley, which was set in a musical setting by William King. Really gorgeous bit of poetry. And something I hope to share with festival audiences soon. So, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's soothing.
It is. It's
Soothing
an
song.
incredibly beautiful song. And very soothing. No. I don't have good news and bad news yet.
Unless
If
Judith
you
has
do,
personal,
Judith,
yeah.
if you have good news and bad news and you're not preempting that, by all means do share. But I've got a little bit more yet. So
Okay. Go.
oh, you do? Okay, well, go on.
We're listening.
We're all ears.
Yeah. So what's been like your favorite part of Connecticut? So
Favorite
far?
part of Connecticut? That's a good question. There are a lot of things that have been really cool. The audiences have been really kind and really receptive. It was a little hard to tell how it was going to go first weekend because it was so cold. I think it was keeping people at home.
Judith's good news.
Oh, that is good news.
Better than good.
Yeah, that's excellent news. The bad news is you're going to be where? California? Close enough. All the way across the country. Well, and Utah's not a small state.
But it's a beautiful state.
It is a beautiful state. You'll have to take the Westworld tour. Westworld was mostly shot in Utah, apparently. So you can enjoy beautiful country.
Salt Lake City. Oh, we
Yeah.
flew into Salt Lake City.
We did.
Didn't we fly it? So Jeremy and I had this great opportunity, and we went on a trip to Lake Tahoe in 2019, and we got to fly into Salt Lake City, and I thought, wow, this is like, no, not Salt Lake City. I lie.
No, we flew into Salt Lake City.
Did we? Okay, maybe.
We had to change to get out to Lake Tahoe.
Yes. Anyway,
All the big western lakes in one
it's
trip.
beautiful out there, just flying over the Rockies and everything. I mean, but Jeremy and I have also traveled cross country before, but not flying. I mean, flying over the Rockies. I guess you're going to get to do that, Judith. Is that correct?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. I don't know. Oh, will it be the opposite way?
Yes, probably. She'll be flying in from the Pacific coast.
Oh.
Unless she's got really lousy
Maps.
routing, which could happen. Anyway, we will revisit this, Judith.
Sorry.
Yeah. Well, that is indeed wonderful news. So hopefully we'll figure that out. Anyway, yeah, so a favorite thing, getting back to Connecticut and Robin Hood, a favorite thing has been meeting so many new people, which has been great. It's been great talking to folks before and after the show, getting to meet the other entertainers that I hadn't met before, getting a chance to talk to some folks that I only met a couple years ago and not for very long. So it's been really cool getting to know the Jackdaws better. Yeah, it's just been a really good time. And getting to hang out with Harper and the Minstrel, Jay and Abby are lovely, and just have really wonderful arrangements of so many of the songs that most of us love. And when I say that, I mean most of us that have been hanging out here or at other live streams like Volgamoot's live stream over the past few years. I love their interpretations of a lot of the cantigas and the country dances, and they really have a delightful way of performing, which it's been wonderful because their shows are like when mine aren't. So they're only there for a few weeks though. So I think this coming weekend will be their last weekend at Robin Hood's Fair. So if you want to see Harper and the Minstrel, this is the weekend coming up to go to Robin Hood's Fair so that you can see them. Well, I'm glad I saw Heather in the chat. I think, Heather, you will appreciate this. Carlos would appreciate this next song as well, but I haven't seen him yet. So I don't know if this next song is going to be something that'll show up at most festivals, but in my head, I can hear how this would sound with some of my friends at PA at the finale, and maybe we'll work on that. So, I don't know. A bardcore version of this classic. From the coast of gold, across the 7 seas, traveling on far and wide. But now it seems I'm just a stranger to myself and the things I sometimes do. It isn't me but someone else. Close my eyes and I think of home. Another city goes by in the night. Ain't it funny how it is? You never miss it till it's gone away. And my heart is lying there and will be till my dying day. So understand, don't waste your time always searching for those wasted years. Face up, make your stand, and realize you're living in the golden years. Too much time on my hands, I got you on my mind. I can't ease this pain so easily. When you can't find the words to say, it's hard to make it through another day. And it makes me wanna cry and throw my hands up to the sky. So understand, don't waste your time always searching for those wasted years. Face up, make your stand, and realize you're living in the golden years. So understand, don't waste your time always searching for those wasted years. Face up, make your stand, and realize you're living in the golden years.
Yeah. Heather said up the irons.
Up the Irons. That is, in fact, Wasted Years by Iron Maiden.
Woo. So Judith, but also I believe you pronounce it Brugger, and I could be incorrect in that, but they are asking, will you be at Pennsic this year? So can you discuss your plans and
Yes,
where you're
Pennsic.
staying? And
Pennsic is going to be interesting this year. I am staying at Camelot, which is down in the bog. I spent most of my time there last year, so it only makes sense that I sleep there this year. I'm really excited to hang out with them. It's basically Terra Nova, so I'm hanging out with Terra Nova for the whole 2 weeks pretty much. Well, almost. So I will be there the beginning of Peace Week, and then Thursday I'm leaving to go to Gen Con for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then I will be returning for War Week, and I will be there for all of War Week. So I'm really excited. Look for me in the market. I will be there probably every day that I'm there, literally singing for my supper. So really excited to meet more folks this year, and I'm definitely going to be shopping for some new tunics. So I'm not wearing the same two for 2 weeks, which would be kind of gross. But yeah, I'm stoked on Pennsic, and I'm really excited about Gen Con. So I will be at Gen Con with the Tulston Troubadours this year. So among the many things that happen at one of the biggest gaming conventions in the country, some nice lady is running a country dance party theme of various themes. So I think there's going to be an Elven theme. There's going to be a Hobbit theme. I'm really excited. So I'm always excited to get a chance to play with Mark and Damaris, and I'm really excited to be at Gen Con. I don't know if I'm going to be busking when we're not in parties. I'm hoping to get a busking pass, and I'm also hoping to maybe check out a couple of games. So I am a big fan of Critical Role, and they are releasing 2 new tabletop RPGs this year, and I'm very excited about both. Daggerheart is the one I am the most excited about, and they are doing test gaming for that. So I'm excited to see what that's all about. Those folks have been putting on an amazing show for the last 8 years now. But if you've ever wanted a masterclass in how to run a D&D game or play a D&D game, Campaign 1, Campaign 2 are like classic cases. Campaign 3 is real cool too, but the story arc is sadly almost done, I think. It feels like it. Anyway, I'm really excited to get a chance to do that. So I know that was maybe a longer answer than what you were looking for, Bruger, but here we are. I will be at Pennsic. You can probably find me at the Beast and Boar every morning again. Excellent breakfast, and I will definitely be buying the coffee mug again. That was a great deal. So you buy the coffee mug, you get free coffee all week. I'm pretty sure I got my $30 in like 3 days. But yeah, Pennsic is amazing, and I'm really excited to get a chance to go back. Really looking forward to visiting with friends in the Kingdom of Palantir and some of the other camps around the little town. So yeah, I'm really stoked, especially since I've got a lot more repertoire this year, and I'm very excited. Yay! So, yes. 10 cups a day. Coffee has gone up a little bit these days, Lindsay. Gone are the days when Sally Struthers could say something like, for just a cup of coffee, for the same price as the cost of a cup of coffee a day. Wow, that's a lot more these days. Although, if you would like to sponsor an artist, go to jeremygravemusic.com. I'm currently looking at some reorganization of the website and subscriber perks. So thank you for those of you who are subscribing via the website. And also, you can subscribe here on Twitch via Prime. If you're a Prime member, you actually get a free subscription to the channel of your choice. I would be honored to have yours, but if I'm honest, it does me a lot more good if you subscribe on the website. And I'm very grateful for those of you who do. I'm currently saving up to buy a portable sound system for festivals, because as it turns out, playing delicate ballads from the medieval and Renaissance eras is very hard to compete with crowd noise. So I'm not really looking to be like really ridiculously loud, but I'm looking at getting a nice battery-powered amp that I can sing and not worry about projecting heavily, and I can have a lot of the delicate nuances of my voice that I think are better with ballads, and also bring my guitar up just for a little bit of support. So I know at base level, I'm looking at trying to raise like probably close to $1,000 by the time all is said and done. And I'm hoping to have that by Parf. So the money that I've been making for tips at Robin Hood's fair has definitely been helping to make that real. And so anyway, I'm really excited about everything that's been going on. And that subscriber money is also helping to get me to Pennsic too. So anyhow. what do we have next?
Yeah, what's up?
Well, so, well,
Do that.
so while we're working on getting some new subscriber perks for our subscribers, one of the little things that I know that I can do that hopefully brings joy to some of our generous patrons is play songs that I know that they love. And Matt has been incredibly generous, and I know that he loves this song, and I have not played it in a while because I didn't feel like I could do it justice. So I'm going to revisit it, and hopefully I can get this into a fit state that I can share it for public consumption, not just between us friends. There's not but care on every hand, in every hour that passes. Oh, what signifies the life of man, and 24 the lassies. Oh, green grow the rushes. Oh, green grow the rushes. Oh, the sweetest hours that e'er I spent among the lassies. Oh, will the race may riches chase, and riches still may fly them. Oh, and though last they catch them fast, their hearts can ne'er endure them. Oh, green grow the rushes. Oh, green grow the rushes. Oh, the sweetest hours that e'er I spent among the lassies. Oh, but give me a canny hour at e'en, my arms about my dearie. Oh, and when it cares a wily man, Melga topsail teary. Oh, green grow the rushes. Oh, green grow the rushes. Oh, the sweetest hours that e'er I spent among the lassies. Oh, all nature swears the lovely dears, and her best work she classes. Oh, her prettiest hand she tried on man, and then she made the lassies. Oh, green grow the rushes. Oh, green grow the rushes. Oh, the sweetest stars that e'er I spent among the lassies. Oh.
It's so hard not to sing along with you on that one.
I mean, you can.
Yeah, I guess I could. What is that? It's a poem, right?
Yeah, it's a poem by Robert Burns, and I think Doogie McLean is the one who set it to music.
That makes sense because I posted last week when we did the clip and chat session. I actually used that as one of the songs, and Jeremy didn't get to see that, so I think it's interesting that he's bringing it back because I think I said something like, "Oh, he never sings this song on." I think you've only sang it once, but you did say that Doogie McLean does an amazing version of that.
He does.
In like your previous version.
Yeah.
Sorry, I kind of just took over there.
Yeah, so I've been inviting people to say, like, where do you want to go? And, it would be nice to have another song that's fully Scottish if somebody yells out Scotland, as they did this past weekend. So right now, I just have songs that the Irish and the Scots fight over. So, as we're taking a bit of a voyage, we return to Spain. And that, of course, is Una Matica de Ruda, a song of the Sephardic people. Traditionally, I think it's a conversation between a mother and a daughter, but as Owen Fife sang it, and as I'm singing it, it seems to make better sense as a conversation between daughter and father. And the daughter is expressing that in not so many words, but she wants a love of her own choosing. And father is saying, or mother is saying, well, even a bad husband is better than nothing, which she wants no parts of. So here's to the spirited daughters who refuse to settle for anything other than a good mate.
So I have a question.
I do not know any Gordon Lightfoot songs,
okay.
sadly.
Okay, well, maybe we'll have to entertain that.
Maybe we will.
Yeah.
So, part of what I love about Harper and the Minstrel or Cantiga or Owen Fife and other artists like them is there's a lot going on at a Ren Fair, and there's a lot of really cool stuff. There are a lot of very great bands, and some of them are like amazing and raucous and loud, and there's definitely a place for that. And I love playing music like that too, but I think there's also a place to make like a little oasis of like peace and quiet. If for nothing else, then to give people like a moment to kind of like recenter, because there's so much going on at a festival. All the games, all the food, all the people, all the great costumes, all the sounds, and like it can be a little overwhelming sometimes. But also, if we only play like the raucous like bombastic songs, we're missing like such a treasure trove of beautiful music that comes down to us through the centuries. And I feel like one of the places where I feel most in touch with the shoulders that I'm standing on are playing some of these songs. So I'm really excited to keep working on these and being able to share those at whatever festival is kind enough to take a chance and book me. It's been really great seeing how these songs land with people, and there's something really beautiful about those moments that happen of like actual, like real connection at a show, and I'm grateful to have a chance to have that. So hopefully I will get to meet some of you. This, sadly, is where I have good news and bad news. I have, 1.5 songs. Yeah, so that's both the good news and the bad news. So I'll be starting with one of my favorite Pogues songs into one of my favorite Irish farewell songs. Oh, my name is Jock Stewart. I'm a canny gunman and a roving young fellow I've been. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. I have acres of land, I have men at command, I have always a shilling to spare. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. So come fill up your glasses of brandy and wine. Whatever it costs, I will pay. So be easy and free when you're drinking with me. I'm a man you don't meet every day. Very well to you, my own true love. There many fairly well. I am bound for California, a place that I know right well. So fairly well, my own true love. When I return united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that but my darling, when I think of you, I am bound on a Yankee clipper ship. Lady Crockett is her name, and the captain's name is Burgess, and they say that she's a floating shame. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return united we will be. my own true love. When I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of the ship is in the harbor, love, and you know I can't repay. And I know it has been a long, long time before I see you again. So fare thee well, my own true love. When I return, united we will be. It's not the leaving of Liverpool that grieves me, but my darling, when I think of thee. Friends,
Yes.
so I know what I said, but it's my show, so I can add another one, right?
You can add another one. But I really like that though, is like the transition and the ending too.
I know, but
Let's do another one.
yeah. So it's been, we all know how rough it's been, and for some of us, maybe it's getting rougher. So if you're finding yourself in a bad spot, a toast to you. May you find yourself, wherever you find yourself, be it in a bright sunny day, in a beautiful spot of your choosing, or in a pile of ashes, may you rise from those ashes once more. Sláinte. The air is changing, smoke on the wind, and my wings are burning, but I've burned and lived. Sparks are trailing, flames cover my head, but I'm not worried. That's not the end. I am turning to ash today, and I know it comes with pain, but now I've come back to life, reborn, restore my flight. A song of mourning for all I've lost, but this is no victory for Thanatos. I am burning to ash today, but I know it comes with pain. But now I've come back to life, reborn, restore my flight. ashes I'll rise to a new stage of life. I may grieve for what's lost, burn to ash and then rise, burning up in a day. You two fires embrace. This isn't the end, only a change. From the ashes I'll rise to a new stage of life. I'm in grief for what's lost, burn to ash and then rise, burning up in a day. You two fires embrace. This isn't the end, only a change. I am burning to ash today, and I know it comes with pain, but I know I'll come back to light, reborn, restore my flight. Friends, thanks so much for hanging out with us here at the Wandering Bard. We're so grateful that we get to hang out together on a Monday night, especially when we didn't think we'd get to. I'm Jeremy Grafe. I hope I will see you next Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Love you all. Good night.